Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today, I want to talk to you about something you seldom ever hear. I want to talk to you about a Democrat fighting for gun rights. In fact, this is a high-ranking Democrat in the state of Florida who is suing the Biden administration for gun rights. Now, I know it's hard to believe that one Democrat is suing another Democratic administration during an election year, but it's actually happening. The Agriculture Commissioner in Florida is suing the Biden administration. Her name is Nikki Fried. I believe it's pronounced Fried. It's spelled Fried. It might be pronounced that way, but we're going to say Fried for now because I can't imagine you'd pronounce your last name Fried. So Nikki Fried, who is, like I said, the Agriculture Commissioner of Florida, is suing the Biden administration over the Form 4473. Seems she doesn't like the fact that it says on there that if you use marijuana, you lose your gun rights, that you can't keep gun permits, that you can't keep carry permits, and that you can't purchase a gun, period. See, her office oversees carry permits and some aspects of medical marijuana in her state. And she doesn't like the fact that the government is saying, hey, even if you take this prescribed medication and pretty much a harmless drug, pretty much, especially when you compare it to like alcohol, that you somehow lose your Second Amendment rights. So she is suing them, like I said, during an election year. In fact, the case is supposed to go to court on April 20th. That should mean something to most of you potheads out there. But she is saying that the whole notion that the federal government has the right to deny you gun rights because you take a prescribed medication that's legal in your state, no matter what the federal government thinks about it, is illegal. She said it actually violates a congressional rule that is in their budget, that they passed in the budget, that says that federal agencies cannot interfere with states' legalization of marijuana for medical reasons. That means agencies can't come there and persecute people who are doing something that's legal in their state. And of course, the 4473 is doing exactly that. People that are legally using marijuana in their state medically are forbidden to buy guns unless they lie on the 4473, and then they face up to 5 years imprisonment for lying on the 4473. Now, I think most of you out there know, I don't even like background checks, period, so I'm definitely not a fan of any aspect of the 4473. But this is one aspect of it that has been yanking my chain for quite a while. This whole notion that they are sticking to the pot is bad bullshit, Nancy Reagan's dead, people. Quit, yanking her panties. It doesn't matter anymore. The whole idea of a war on drugs was ridiculous from the beginning, and all it did was create more crime than probably any other single act in the United States history. Except for maybe Prohibition, which created organized crime. The war on drugs has created all the cartels, which I would venture to say have been more harmful than the mafia, to be honest. So I would say the war on drugs has been the most devastating, ridiculous moral crusade as far as damaging this country and the people in it that the government ever enacted. And I don't care what your personal opinions about marijuana are, but I will say this. If you're okay with people who buy a case of beer on the weekend buying guns, but you're not for people who are taking marijuana either recreationally or medically buying a gun, well, then you're a hypocrite. You're a FUD. I hate to break it to you. That's a FUD. If you're okay with denying someone their Second Amendment rights because they're taking a legally prescribed medication or using a legal in their state recreational substance, but you're okay with beer and wine and liquor and everything else, you're a FUD. If you're okay with taking away their rights because of what they do, that's legal, you're a FUD. You don't support the Second Amendment for everybody. So quit saying you're pro-2A, just start saying you're pro-gun. I said that a long time ago, and I say it still now. But like I said, she is suing the Biden administration over the 4473. This is something I think has been a long time coming. I hope that it gets that taken off of there. gets that whole marijuana thing taken off of the 4473 because it's ridiculous. Someone smoking pot is no worse than someone drinking a case of beer, that's for sure. In fact, in my own personal experience in life, every time there's been a violent incident, even car crashes, attacks, domestic violence, etc., where police are called, alcohol's often a factor. Often. More often than not. Marijuana, I don't know. The only time it's ever a factor in a police call is when someone's being harassed for having marijuana. That's about it. So people need to get off this moral high chair or perch or whatever it is of theirs where they think they're better than people because they look down on marijuana because drugs are bad. But like I said, they're okay with alcohol. They need to quit that because they're damaging the Second Amendment right. When you concede to the government that, yeah, I'm okay with you taking away someone's Second Amendment rights if they do something I don't agree with and you don't agree with, that's playing right into the government's hands. That's being a FUD. You're a FUD. In fact, you're a traitor to the Second Amendment. You're a traitor to the Constitution as far as I'm concerned if you support the whole notion that if someone does something that is completely harmless to anyone else and is even legal in their state, just because you don't agree with it, you should be able to take away their rights. That is not American at all. You might want to reevaluate your position as a patriot because you're anything but. But like I said, I just wanted to mention that she is filing this suit. I hope we pay attention to it because it might bring some sorely needed changes to the 4473. I mean, I think it's silly that, oh, do you do marijuana? It's still on there. But there's a place where I can select non-gender now. If they don't need to know what gender I am, then why do they need to know if I do a recreational drug that's legal in my state or not? Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. So just wanted to mention that. I hope other people are paying attention to this and following it because I think, like I said, this is kind of unheard of. A top Democrat in a state suing a Democratic administration during an election over gun rights because she said she couldn't wait any longer. She's had too many people that had their Second Amendment rights violated by this government intrusion that she had to file the lawsuit now, couldn't wait till after the elections. So kudos to her for standing up for gun rights and marijuana usage rights, medical and recreational, as far as I'm concerned. Kudos to her, and let's keep an eye on this lawsuit because I would love to see these changes brought to the 4473. It's not quite as good as getting rid of them, getting rid of the 4473, but it's a step in the right direction. All right, with that being said, before I go, I want to remind everyone out there that if you have been due a patch or a pin from me for either a giveaway or a fundraiser or being a patron, anything like that, if you're due something you haven't received, they've all been sent. So if you didn't get them, it just didn't make it in the mail. It's not that uncommon. Believe me, I'm going to probably believe you when you tell me, unless it's like the 5th time you've told me this. If you haven't gotten yours, let me know. Send me an email to shooting left of center that says missing patch or pin, missing patch or pin. Put your address in there, your name, your address, and what you're missing. Don't just say, I'm missing mine, and then give me your name and address, because I don't know what you're missing. Make sure you tell me, I'm missing a FUD patch, or I'm missing my Patreon deputy patch, or I'm missing, the pin from the K9 giveaway. I need the silver turnip pin. Let me know what you're missing so I know what to send you. The first of the month's coming up here pretty soon. And I will be sending out the new ones, the people that have joined up from the last month, which is going to be like 2. We don't got a lot to send out this month. In fact, we've lost a lot of patrons. So if you've ever considered being a patron, please go over and be one. In fact, this month, if you go over and sign up this month, I'll send your patch first of next month. I'm not going to wait till the second month like I usually do. I'll just put you on the list because right now we are sorely underfunded for TYMPPP, so we can use all the help we can get. So I'll make that special, what would I call that? Make that special exception right now. So go on over, sign up at patreon.com/the Yankee Marshal, and you'll receive your patch much quicker than you normally would. And I'll trust you to stay for the second month. I've already got the patches made, so it's not like it's costing me money, but you know what I mean. Usually you don't get them until the second month because you don't actually haven't actually paid for the patch until at least the second month, much less any money to the program. So please go over, sign up if you can, because like I said, in sore need. Ever since I posted that video the other day, what was it about that everybody hated? Oh, the one about how quit being fucking homophobes and bigots and quit letting homophobes and bigots represent us. Lost a lot of subs and a lot of patrons. They did not like that. So, I had people saying weird stuff like, that guy, that's a man in a dress and that's unnatural. I'm like, well, since when has it been natural for a woman to wear makeup or a dress? That's societal. That's something we made up, not nature. So watch your way you're arguing things. It makes no sense. But like I said, if you're missing something, let me know. And if you can afford to go sign up on Patreon, I'll send your patches out early. So please go do so. And with that being said, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you come back again tomorrow. I really do appreciate you coming. Until I see you again, I just want to remind everyone out there to always carry and stay safe until I see you again.